the community foundation for this region, Foundation for Roanoke Valley, works with individuals and families to help them put charitable legacies in place. And then as a steward of those endowments, it's our responsibility to find good ways in the community to apply those funds back out. And one of those ways that we've done that is through the Belonging Initiative.
The Belonging Initiative began in 2009, and the primary goal was to keep older adults healthy, safe, and connected.
One of the things that we look to do is to understand where there are gaps in services. And so in studying things, we really determined that helping the older adults was an area where we could provide both leadership and substantial resources. In undertaking a major grants initiative like the Belonging Initiative, we decided that one of the things that we want to accomplish long term with it was to bring in some partners in the community who could provide a real good analysis of the work that we were doing and to really get an idea of the results that we were trying to achieve. And so we reached out to Dr. Harry Wilson and Amelia at Roanoke College and had them come on board.
For me, one of the most striking things and one of the most positive aspects of this is that the foundation tried to build on existing programs. There's always a temptation to create something new, to put your stamp on it, to get your name on it, and the foundation didn't do that. The foundation was able to keep themselves in the background and really build on programs that were already successful, which really increases the effectiveness and the monetary effectiveness of the programs.
Foundation staff worked with dozens of nonprofit organizations, for-profit organizations, to determine what the needs were. And we also wanted to find out what their big dreams were for the community at large.
I've been in the trenches, so to speak, hands-on. I've seen things like people getting heating in their home during the winter, some of the basic needs. Many people are lonely and in isolation, and I've seen the wonderful companionships that have been created. I can't say enough about the Belonging Initiative and the impact that it's had. It's monumental and so very important.
A goal of the foundation was to work with Rebuilding Together to assist with home modifications and security, because we want to make sure that every older adult has the opportunity to stay in their homes for as long as possible.
Sylvia and Charles had not been able to fully clean their home in what seemed like years.
It has been extremely difficult because I can't stand up long enough to vacuum, and I can't stand up long enough to sweep or do anything of that nature. I found out that we qualified when Rebuilding Together called me. And of course, yes, I was so excited.
We're going in there with new flooring. We fixed some structural problems, and it's going to be a total turnaround.
I just kept the hope they're going to help us. We're going to get the help that we need.
So the work that we did there made a huge impact on just the health of the home. And they've got a granddaughter that's living in the home. I think she's probably 6 or 7. And so it was really important to make sure that she had clean air.
Floor is the one, because that was the worst part. And we got that fixed and everything. So, but y'all did a beautiful job.
And I'm still overwhelmed with joy.
Great people, so it's great, to give back to people that, what I'm saying, we're paying it forward.
When you go to Cecil and Perry, they're both on fixed incomes. They're both of the age of 60, and they're also living with the disabilities.
I've been battling COPD, plus I have emphysema and asthma and chronic rheumatoid arthritis. We live in Buchanan, Virginia, which is a small area. I love where we live, and beautiful out here. It's quiet. Trees come out in bloom, and it's the magnolia. She gives off a scent that would drive a man crazy. I thank God for us to have a place here. It's just heartbreaking to sit and watch your home go down, and you're without funds to repair it.
Right off the bat, you can see so many different things that you can do to make a big impact on their lives. Leveling out the ramp so that they can make it easy entrance and exit from their home. Putting in the accessible showers so they don't have to be afraid of falling whenever they get into the bathtub.
The walk-in shower, it was a blessing in itself. The extension to the ramp was a great help. where before we were walking out on a rotten piece of wood. And we walked out, we looked at that, we looked at the underpinning, and, you know, I lost it, you know, because it's such a beautiful thing.
It's great to see the major impact that those repairs did, so it's more safe and healthy for them to remain there.
Foundation for Roanoke Valley wanted to partner with Botetourt Resource Center because Robin Dobbins does an amazing job. She makes sure that all individuals are connected to the many different resources that are available to them on a daily basis.
The Botetourt Resource Center has benefited greatly from the Senior Belonging Initiative. What I've seen over the years of working here at the Resource Center and having people come and ask me for help, that there's a tremendous fear of reaching out to resources that are beyond Buchanan.
When I lived outside of Buchanan in the house, it was very hard.
First time that I met Linda, I walked into the kitchen. The floor was in pieces. The linoleum was in shreds.
I felt helpless and scared.
The stove was not in working order. She had no bed to sleep on, no bathroom. She picked up a washcloth, she took it outside, she got water from the outside spigot, or she brought it in a small little bucket, and in the middle of the kitchen floor, that's how she would get clean.
And I couldn't face anybody, and I couldn't tell them the truth.
There were rats' nests in the drawers.
It was cold, there was a crack under the door, and I had to put rags there to keep the mice from coming in.
The house was on the verge of being condemned. A really rough existence for a young person, but for a person getting older and in their senior years to have to endure these kinds of hardships every day is not acceptable.
They fixed the roof, they fixed the porch, they fixed the new door, they fixed the windows, they got me a new warm stove. When I moved here, I felt like I was in heaven. I just couldn't believe it.
She just kept going, ooh, ah, I feel like I'm Cinderella.
I was 67 years old when I moved here, and it's the first time I used a shower and I seen running water.
I remember her calling me after she had gotten there the first night and taken a shower, and she said, Robin, my hair feels wonderful. I've taken a shower and I love it. She's grabbed onto every new experience that she's had with a glad heart, a thankful heart for all the people that have helped her along the way and continue to help her.
I feel stronger. I feel more capable, and I can go places. And I'm even writing a book.
What we've done for seniors has been expanded. We have a co-prescription assistance program. We've given them dental assistance, free shoes. We've taken them on exciting excursions. Some have never left the area to do anything exciting. One of the important programs that we have here for senior citizens is our bingo every week.
My friends are all here, and when you're with your friends, you have the most fun.
It's something for them to look forward to, and on their fixed income, they're able to win bingo prizes, and they love it.
We get a lot of good things, clothing and food and household things. It's very helpful. We have a lot of fun being competitive. That adds to the excitement about it.
The togetherness and the camaraderie that all of these ladies feel has been an empowering thing in their lives and something that they look forward to and draw comfort from.
She just does so much for so many people. I can't just speak for myself, it's the whole community. It's just a big help for everybody.
If you touch one person, how you make them feel lasts a lifetime.
Based on Foundation for Roanoke Valley's research, we determined that depression was something that older adults face on a daily basis. And we wanted to partner with a great organization that could help meet the needs of the older adults within our community.
Mental Health America of Roanoke Valley has as its mission to work for America's mental health and for victory over mental illness right here in our own community. My hope for the individual participants at Senior Extravaganza is that they recognize that they're a part of a bigger community.
This year I am organizing the fashion show for the Senior Extravaganza today, and I'm so excited about that. Our clothes often help our self-esteem and our mental health. It gives us opportunities to build relationships with people, which in turn can grow into opportunities to support one another.
It's very rewarding for our team members because they're able to come here and interact with folks and be able to help them in a way that maybe they struggle to get help, because a lot of times they don't know where to turn to have technology questions answered.
Oh, I think it's very important we remain active. If we don't learn about technology, we're going to be left behind.
I'm from LOA, Local Office on Aging. When we bring clients here, they can experience a variety of speakers, programs. One of the values of bringing clients here is that they have an opportunity to experience health screenings. And last year we caught someone through that health screening that their blood sugar was different, and finally discovered that they were diabetic. And so that has changed their life, their diet, their whole approach to, taking care of themselves.
I've been doing the health screenings, the depression inventory for Mental Health America. If they are depressed, we talk about that. Last year there was one that really had some suicidal tendencies, and we quickly got that person referred and followed up on it. I've told 2 or 3 people today they need to have some more fun. They need to play a little bit and take care of themselves and focus on wellness a lot.
Today I enjoyed doing a line dance class in the Senior Extravaganza. Doing those activities keeps you involved with other people and happy and feeling not so lonely and depressed.
I'm 88. I am legally blind. I have glaucoma and macular degeneration. Just to get out is worthwhile. Tackle new things. This was a brand new experience for me. I could sit at home and become very depressed, but I don't want to do that. I want to learn new things. I want to be active. It makes you feel so good. You just feel like you're floating or something.
Every person has worth. Every person has the ability to contribute and enrich the lives of others around them. It's why I do what I do with Senior Extravaganza. It's why I do what I do with all the programs of Mental Health America.
My wife has Lewy body dementia. She's been diagnosed with that, atypical Parkinson's. My wife started to not recognize me and didn't recognize any of my daughters. So I was faced with a number of emotional problems and mental problems and everything else. Early on, frequently, when I would wake up in the middle of the night, I would think about it and I'd just start crying. My wife was so vivacious and outgoing and friendly. My daughters and I frequently, even now, talk about how can something like this happen? And then we think, gosh, how many people, friends of ours, acquaintances, are going through the same thing? This is unlike cancer. This is unlike heart disease. There's hope with cancer. There's treatment, there's surgeries, there's chemotherapy. But with dementia, I know that it's kind of a tailing process that goes to a termination.
The goal of providing mental health first aid training, particularly for people who work with older adults, is to help them become better skilled at understanding mental health literacy. What do terms mean? How do we use them? How do we talk appropriately to people about them?
Well, part of the problems that our facilities experience is the fact that they don't have the resources to serve their residents. So, a lot of times their staff, they need, to be better equipped and trained to identify the situations. And I believe that this mental health first aid course, definitely gives them the tools to identify what the mental health condition is and how to help out in a crisis situation.
I was involved in a demonstration about schizophrenia and about the voices and how they are always distracting a person who has schizophrenia. I think that demonstration revealed to me that I can be more empathetic toward those people and understand what they are facing and approach them with more of a sense of confidence and without any fear.
Well, the Mental Health First Aid Program gives us some good tools to work with so that we can help direct folks to where they need to go and also deal with the immediate crisis when they're calling us.
People don't understand what it is like to have psychosis. They don't know what it's like to hear voices. So some of the activities we used were just activities to show them what kind of chaos can exist, how difficult it is to focus, to function, to pay attention. It gives us a better sense of empathy.
As our older adult population continues to grow, on a daily basis, seniors will continue to face social isolation issues. And the Foundation for Roanoke Valley wanted to partner with Senior Companion Program to make sure that no senior ever felt isolated.
I'm Ben. I'm a senior companion for LOA. I've been with Tom 3 years. Yeah, we're pretty close, you know what I mean? We have a good rapport together. I help him with various things like maybe a little lighthouse work, and when he shops, or we go eat together.
Ben knows the day that I'm supposed to go to the doctor because he tells me about it. He comes here somewhere, you gotta get up there, come on, you gotta go to the doctor.
He could be depressed. Some people out when nobody around, they put you in a state of depression. Your family is all in other states and so forth. And I'm a younger man, 22 years younger than him. And I know what it feels like. It's important to get out for us to get around and see things. We go to the farmer's market and we pick out tomatoes because that's his thing. He never wants to run out of tomatoes.
I'm crazy about tomatoes. I started out when I was young. My grandfather had a garden. And then my mother wanted to know Paige Thomas. And my sister, he down there eating tomatoes.
Well, basically, when we go shopping, well, he likes to push the cart, but also something to steady him on when he walks with, and, we'll just go through the store and pick up various things.
I don't buy too much anyway.
Thomas gets out, he sees some of the people that he knows, and I might see some of the people that I know out in the community, maybe in the barber shop. Well, we might get in there and talk a little chit-chat, and laughing and joking and making fun, that's about all. He knows I like to carry on a lot of foolishness to get something started. So basically, that's all it is. Well, that's the experience of just having fun. Well, actually, when we go out to a restaurant or wherever we go, we can sit down, unwind a little bit, relax, eat a good meal.
Only thing I can say about Ben, I love him and he's dependable.
I think LOA and the Senior Companion Program helps me mentally, physically, to stay active and to be around someone daily. I like knowing I could help someone.
In 2012, without any notice at all, I found out I had cancer. Whatever time God gives me, I'm here for a reason and for a purpose, and I thank God for it. I'm involved in a program, it's LOA. It has been wonderful for me to be a part of that program because they sent a lady in and she comes 4 days a week. Miss Agnes Lowy.
We do things together, we go shopping, and we just have a wonderful time together.
Agnes comes in the first part of the morning. The first time we go is to the kitchen. And she'll say, Mary, what you want this morning?
Me and her sits at the table, we talk about different things, about the church, and helping her, so she won't fall.
I'm very limited with my hands because they're enormous around the fingers. And when I pick up that plate, if I forget, it's going to hit the floor. So she's there to help me and assist me and to make sure that things are going okay.
It's just a wonderful thing that you can do for other people to keep them out of the nursing homes, keep them in their homes.
I try to go to the beautician maybe every 3 weeks. And my beautician, her name is Fuzzy. Well, that's her nickname, Fuzzy. And Agnes, she takes me and she goes along with me.
Salon is most about talking about people. Knowing everybody's business.
It is a little competition, and the beautician is Agnes said, well, when I get, she say, well, my beautician here do this. And I said, well, you know what Fuzzy does. And so we just go right on and we tease each other about different things.
People's business, whether it's true or false.
It's wonderful to have her there because when it's set so long, if you get up, you're kind of wobbly. So Agnes is there to help me walk back to the next destination. About 2 years ago, I started going for chemo treatments. It's hard. I have this wonderful doctor, Dr. Richards, and so he's just so kind and good to me.
And it seems like everybody comes through that door, love Mary.
Miss Agnes was able to go in with me. And it's good companionship to know to have somebody there with you.
So that's the reason why I love Senior Companion, because you meet beautiful people. I'm getting older myself, and maybe one day I'm going to have somebody to take care of me.
It's been wonderful, because she's always been there.
In a moment of quiet reflection, one of the things that always occurs to me as I think about the quote from Isaac Newton, who said, if I'm able to see further than others, it's because I've stood on the shoulders of giants. And I really feel like that I and my staff, through this initiative and through other works that we do in the community, we've had that great privilege of standing on the shoulders of other giants, ordinary folks who've put extraordinary endowments in place to do incredible things and to help people that they'll never meet. And to me, that's pretty special stuff.